Hi, I'm Hayes.
And I'm Layla. And we're blind.
I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Because we didn't either. Hi everyone, I'm Layla.
And I'm Hayes.
And welcome back to Didn't See That Coming. Today is another exciting day. I mean, every day is an exciting day. But today's a very exciting day. I feel like, oh my gosh, I say this every guest episode. You guys should just have this memorized by now. We're having a guest. It's very exciting. Yada, yada, yada. This is one of me and Hayes' really good friends, for a while now. And we're super excited to have her on and for her to just talk about herself and some certain things. So yeah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Anna, and I'm super excited to be here. I actually have my own podcast, and we've been wanting to collab for a while. We're gonna do like a podcast collaboration hopefully soon, but I'm having Layla on our podcast soon as our editing software starts working again. So I was like, I really want to be on Didn't See That Coming because I love y'all's podcast.
Oh, thanks. Well, we love your podcast too. Shout out to Paige Turner. Go check it out if you like books or if you like podcasts or if you like anything.
If you like to read, if you want to get into reading.
Yeah.
It's a really fun podcast. So we'd love to like do a collaboration about like books with blind characters.
Didn't see that page turn.
Wait!
I love that.
That's
really
good.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
So comment down below if you want us to do that because it'd be so fun.
Okay, Anna, I just want to ask you the first normal question that we ask everyone on the podcast, or all of our guests that are blind. Can you tell us a little bit, and whatever you want to share, about your eye condition, your vision, your like visual acuity, just whatever you want to talk about with that?
So I have Leber's, and in my mind, I can see a good bit, but I bump into poles that are a foot in front of me, so I don't know how accurate that would be. It has been getting a lot worse, I think, by what I've noticed, and so it's kind of hard for me to answer that question because I used to be able to see a lot of things that, like, now I'm really surprised that I can't see. I would say that my peripheral vision is definitely a lot better than, like, my central vision. I have a decent bit of depth perception, but I kind of try to operate closer to, like, a fully blind person now, especially because it's getting a lot worse.
I got you.
That makes sense. So do you use Braille, cane, any of that stuff? I
know how to read Braille. I just usually will, like, use print and just use a magnifier or, screen reader. I know how to read Braille. I use a cane when I don't, in, like, really, public areas with a lot of people, crowded. Mm-hmm. But if it's somewhere I know or somewhere that doesn't seem like it would be too crazy, like school or, like, the park, somewhere relaxing. Well, school is not relaxing. But
yeah, I strongly disagree with school being not crazy. Like, those hallways turn into straight up war zones.
Oh my gosh.
I think that depends from person to person because, like, honestly, it is a war zone. Like, I have been shoved many times and I have shoved many times.
Oh yeah. You gotta fight back.
I am not shoving anyone and no one has ever shoved me. What's going on?
Really? Hayes. You don't go to public school, so
you don't go to public school. Anyway. Yeah, but I'm trying, like, I would use my cane in, like, a mall or, like, the airport, so.
Nice. Also fun fact really quick, me, Layla, and Anna all have, Leber's congenital amaurosis, LCA, so, yay. She's not the first guest we've had with LCA, but we love it when it's all LCA peeps on the call, so.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Okay, so the main reason we brought you on was to talk about makeup and just sort of like almost visual identity, like as someone with low vision. So I just want to start. Can you tell us like what you do every day? Like, what's the word? Like, what's your makeup routine? Like, I don't know. What do all the like teenage girls ask? Like, I'm not well versed.
Do a get ready with me.
Know.
With
yeah, but not actually.
Get ready with me so many times. Okay, so I was listening. I listen to a good bit of your guys' episodes, and in, like, one of them, one of you, I don't remember who it was, I think it was Layla, you had said something along the lines of, like, in the morning, like, I kind of just roll out of bed, do my hair, and, like, leave, like, yes. I'm not a morning person.
Absolutely.
I think we both said that, and then I said that I lost my will to live in the morning.
Yeah, Hayes, we can tell, we know. I'm just messing with Hayes because she's super grumpy in the morning.
Yeah, it's so funny. She's a different person.
So annoyed with me because she'll be like having a full conversation with me, and I'm like, and like no one gets more annoyed with me than Anna does. Really
what? No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're like, it's a beautiful morning, and I'm like, no, it's not. And you're like, why are you in such a bad mood? And I'm like, guys, it's not even 7 a.m. yet. Be quiet.
I want everyone to just really quick hear the bird story that we were just talking about before we started recording. I was at the house. We wake up in the morning. Beautiful birds, right? Just chirping, doing their thing. She just turns to the side. She goes, why are there birds? And I'm like, because it's the outside. That's how that works, Hayes. There's going to be birds. And she was like, I don't like it. Make it go away. And then she just like...
Yeah, that did.
I'm like, okay.
Alright, now let's turn away from the topic of Bullying Hayes episode and move to the actual...
We can have a full Bullying Hayes episode, guys. Comment down below if you want.
Let's not do that. Okay, no, that is true.
Back to the question. Give us your morning, or give us your whatever time of the day makeup routine.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really funny because I always joke that, like, the things that I'm into are, like, a lot of them are really visual things. Like, when I first met you guys, which was, like, 4 years ago, I used to be really into, like, art and drawing and painting, and so I would say that I was pretty good at, you know, painting and charcoal and whatnot. But anyway, so I always like to joke that, like, I'm blind, but I'm into really visual stuff. So Hayes and Layla are not gonna like what I'm about to say.
Oh no.
Because I am a morning person, and I get ready in the morning. Like, I usually have, like, heatless curlers in my hair the night before. And then, like, I wake up and I have, like, a skincare routine, and then I, like, have my makeup routine. And then on top of that, I have even more time to, like, do homework before I actually even eat breakfast.
What?
No way.
That is something that, like, a lot of people ask me since I do my makeup, like, so well. And especially, I'm really proud of the fact that, like, I usually don't even, like, look in the mirror when I do it, like, at all. And it's never not blended. It's never, like, smeared anywhere. And I feel like that's a pretty big thing to be proud of. Like, the fact that I don't even, like, glance in the mirror after which, like, I probably should, guys. But, I think it's just because I've been doing it for, like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I started doing makeup when I was in, like, 7th grade. And so I've gotten, like, so used to putting it on and knowing how much to put on and where to put it, where not to put it, that, like, I don't really need to look in the mirror. And it's very, very rarely, like, smudged or, like, creased or anything like that.
I got you. So would you say, like, if you happen to, and I don't know if this is, like, a possibility for you or not, and obviously this is not, like, related, but if you happen to, like, lose more of your vision or, like, suddenly just, like, would not have vision for whatever reason, like, you would still, like, get up every day and do your makeup and, like, be fine?
Yeah, even, like, I had been talking about how, like, I wanted to start, like, doing, like, eyeliner and mascara, and it was a week ago, I'm not even exaggerating, where I, like, put eyeliner on for the first time, and I was really worried, and I just kept looking in the camera, because I was like, you know, I'm putting this on for the first time, and this is something that, like, people talk about, like, even for sighted people, like, eyeliner is terrible. And so I, like, went downstairs and I was like, yeah, my mom is about to, like, clown me because I probably look like one. And like, I went down and she looked at it, she was like, it's fine, like, it looks really good actually. And ever since then, like, I've put on eyeliner, like, every morning, and I maybe look in the mirror for, like, 2 seconds, and it's never, like, it's crazy to me how it's never, like, smudged or, like, not where it's supposed to be, just looking kind of, it never looks bad in any way.
That's wow. Awesome. So you just have mad skills or something. Talent. Like I could not do the same thing. Like I think I'd go more blind if I tried to put a mascara wand near my eye. Like somehow.
Okay, fun fact. I feel like I've said that a lot this episode, but fun fact. If you have nystagmus, which is like a thing a lot of people with LCA and like other conditions have too, where your eyes just kind of like bounce around, if you will, like they're like constantly moving, which all three of us on this call have. Mascara is so easy. You literally just stick the wand under your eyelash and your eye moves for you, so you don't even have to like move it much. You just have to move it like left and right a little bit, and then your whole eyelash gets covered in mascara. It's amazing.
Wow. Really?
Really?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Do you do mascara?
I do. Like, literally, I thought mascara was going to be so hard, and I was, like, literally doing makeup with your sister, and she was like, wow, you were good at putting on mascara, and I was like, I literally don't have to work for it at all. Like, most makeup I'm, like, not good at, but mascara is just the one thing that being blind, like, actually helps.
That's so funny. Shout out to Natalie. She's been a guest before. We love her.
Yeah, she's the best. I mean, I still get it, like, under my eyes, and so I have to be like, Mom.
Yeah.
But I do have a question for you. Do you have any non-visual ways of checking, or like for when you're or not when, if you do end up losing your vision, do you have non-visual ways,
or just, you know, for the rest of us that don't have vision? Yeah. Like, you know,
I think a good part of it is like, I'm sure you can like look up like a Molly Burke video or something that'll tell you differently. But makeup is makeup is a pretty visual thing, and it is hard to be able to tell these things without looking at it. And so I think the main reason why I can do all of this without even like looking at it once is because I think you need to know, or you need to figure out like quantity would be my biggest thing, because most things go wrong because you put on like too much blush, or you put it on in the wrong shade, and now you look like, you know, you're turning into a tomato. Or you don't really know like how much lipstick or like lip gloss to put on, so you kind of overdo it and it ends up like seeping out of your lip line. And I think a big part of it is if you have someone with sight, like obviously you're probably going to have that when you're shopping for makeup. First of all, like I would definitely have them like figure out a color that's not a very not like a crazy shade. Like a lot of people will put on like a little drip of like really bright red blush, and that works for them because they can see when it comes to a point where it's too much, right? But that's the thing that I don't go for colors that, like, if I put too much of it, it will be very apparent, like, sort of thing. So I would say it's more of like, you have to have the right colors, and they have to be kind of in the middle, so that if you do put on too much of it, it's not like you're gonna look crazy. And just kind of thinking of those things, like if you put on like foundation, I always kind of rub my eyebrows, because I know sometimes it gets on your eyebrows. So I just I think it's about practicing and kind of knowing those like preemptive things. Like I'll just brush my eyebrow off like with my fingers, because I know that it can get on there sometimes. Or like I'll kind of just wipe my eyelashes like with my finger, because I know that like concealer and foundation can sometimes get on your lashes. So I think
it's just kind of like getting used to your body and like what works for you.
Yeah, like I know that's a really basic thing, but I think it goes a really long way for like not being able to see the makeup. Pretty much all makeup artists will like agree with me on this one thing, and especially, you know, not being able to see. Makeup in general, yeah, it's a practice thing, but for, you know, people who can see, it's probably a lot easier, and they don't have to practice as much because they can kind of feel it out by seeing it. But I think for blind people, there is no physical, you can't put it on for the first time. And if you have no experience, if you're someone who doesn't wear makeup, and you can't expect to know how to put it on. You know what I mean? Like, the only reason I was able to, like, get that eyeliner on the first time and it looked absolutely fine is because, like, I've been doing this for, like, 4 years now, and I kind of know, I've watched, like, so many tutorials and, like, so many videos on it that, like, I know where to put it and how much to put on and, like, what not to do, just because I've watched so much stuff on it. And
so
you know what
I
mean?
be, like, your tips for someone to like, know how to do that can't get the information visually?
I think one big thing that might help is, like, sit down with a sighted person, especially if you don't know what shades you use, you don't know what products to, like, you don't know what's going on. Sit down with a sighted person. Anything that you want to do, like, even on, like, a semi-regular basis, like, whatever, like, blush, mascara, concealer, whatever your personal preference is, first of all, like, select the item with them. Again, make sure that it's not something that's, like, if you put too much of it on, like, accidentally, if you put too much of it on, like, it'll look really crazy. But kind of sit down with them and do the steps with them, so that they can kind of, like, for example, if you put on, like, one dab of, like, blush, they can be like, okay, this is good. You put on 2 dabs, they're like, no, do not.
Much, yeah.
Don't. So I would say to start off, like, you can sit down with them and do the whole routine with them so they can tell you how much of it is typically put on and how much of it would look good on you. And so, like, next time, like, don't put on, like, more than 2 coats of mascara, because then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so have, like, a makeup teacher.
Yeah, like, for the first couple times at least, so that you kind of they'll help you learn kind of your face and your body so that you know the signs of when you start feeling uncomfortable. You kind of learn the things of, like, okay, there's usually gonna, like, this is just an example, like, Layla might always have this habit of, like, getting mascara, like, on her eyelid, right? And so she can learn that about herself. She'll know, like, okay, I always do this. And so she'll kind of learn that about herself, and she'll know, like, okay, when I'm going to do this on my own, I will be extra careful that I make sure I wipe my eyelids off and that my eyelids are clean and ready to go. You know what I mean? That's what it'll help you with.
Yeah,
I
I did something similar. Layla, you've never put on makeup by yourself, right?
I have not put it on. I've had other people, like, help me put it on. But yes, so you're correct.
I love that. So I'm not, like Anna probably knows a lot more about makeup than me. Like, she probably does some more, like, advanced stuff. Mine is literally, like, lip gloss, blush, and mascara. So not super anything crazy, but I did what Anna said and had my aunt, who's awesome, by the way, shout out to Ashlyn. She helped me. I know, I love her too. So yeah, she helped me. One really quick tip from, like, my personal experience is, if you don't have someone there to check your makeup for you and you're worried about it as a completely blind person, you can literally put a photo of yourself into AI and ask it if there are any smudges or blending issues, which is, like, kind of a pain. But if you are, like, really desperate,
or you can always, like, I'm sure you could, also, like, FaceTime someone or, like, put it into Be My Eyes if you really wanted to.
Yeah, Be My Eyes is what I would use for, like, AI to, like, I've done that before because I didn't, like, want to FaceTime someone. I don't know.
I got you.
But yeah.
People know that you can't really see that well, like, so they're not, and this isn't to say, like, oh, you get a free pass forever, like, that's obviously not what I'm saying, but people are a lot more, like, understanding. You just have to be willing to, like, not be so hard on yourself all the time about everything.
Yeah, I agree.
I definitely agree with that. Well, Anna, thank you so much for coming on and, like, talking about this. I feel like makeup is such a, again, such a visual thing that I feel like a lot of blind people, including myself, which I don't really have any desire to do it, but I feel like I have always kind of just been like, oh, like that's probably too visual for me anyway. Like it probably wouldn't go well. It'd probably be too much work for too little reward. But like, this is like just really good to hear that like it does work if you like practice and perfect and all the things. So yeah, thank you so much for like coming and talking about that. Is there anything else you wanted to say before we wrap up? Or
I think my biggest thing with makeup, with anything in general, don't be afraid to like make yourself look like a clown sometimes, because, and I know that sounds kind of, like, what? No, like, all I mean by that is like, there are going to be a lot of things that happen. You're going to get embarrassed a lot of times. And if you beat yourself up, if you don't laugh at yourself, and if you don't make fun of yourself, it'll just get to you. So I think do literally anything and everything that you want, and don't be afraid to just look like a clown sometimes while you do it, because you probably occasionally will.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we really appreciate you coming on. Really interesting topic, so I appreciate you coming to speak on it. We always love having an LCA guest on, so.
Yeah, or a guest in general.
The way Layla said,
LCA guests are the best.
But yeah, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
Again, check out Page Turner, Anna's podcast. Great. Go check it out. We might do a, didn't see that page turn.
Yeah. We can, put it in the description.
Yeah, we should.
And then we follow them on Instagram, so if you want to follow them too.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this. And share with your friends and family. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, rate 5 stars. Follow us on Instagram. All the things that we usually say. We sound like broken records, I feel like.
But yeah, we also post every Saturday at noon, so remember that.
Most Saturdays at noon?
Most. We've been doing good. Yeah, we won't see you later.